This is Mark Anthony with Mercury Time Price Analytics with our end of day futures algorithmic trading video on Tuesday, January 7th. We had a very eventful day today. It's shaping up to be an even more eventful Globex. What we're seeing now is exactly what I mentioned on the midday video today, on the pre-open video this morning, on my weekly video last weekend, which was the weekly update for trading last week, as well as the article that I posted called Jekyll and Hyde. Anytime you get serious compression in algorithmic pivots, something's going to break. It's no different than if you've ever used Bollinger Bands, most traders have. When you move to the longer time cycles and you get compression in those bands, very, very tight compression, something's going to break price-wise, higher or lower. You don't know which way until it happens, but we've been saying this for several days now. The Mercury bands that we put out for our customers in the evening, they're based on the RTH close. And if you've never seen them, this is what they look like. Now, these are the ones that were just updated for tonight. But we take the RTH closing data, put it into the computer algorithm, and it puts out these levels. And we provide these for subscribers early in Globex. They apply all throughout Globex and into the day session the next day. And so yesterday, there were 6 of these algorithmic pivots that were between 32.24 and 32.26. Now, that's one issue. So we knew there was going to be a big move coming. Now, the pivots that we put out in the morning have descriptive names. And I don't know anybody else that is doing this. If there is anybody, email me at markanthony@mercurysignals.com. Mercurysignals.com is our website. But the pivots that we put out in the morning look like this. And when the algo is done, it not only gives us pivot price levels, but it gives us names. And these names aren't just thrown on there. We don't create the algorithmic price levels and then say, well, that looks like a confirmation pivot. This looks like an acceleration pivot. No, the algorithm decides that. And today you had an acceleration pivot at 32.36, because every day it comes, the computer has 2 of them, 32.36 and 32.26. Well, look what happened in Globex. These are still from this morning. We don't update these pivots until pre-RTH, about an hour and a half or so before the open. Well, where did this morning's algorithm run put this price acceleration pivot number 2? 32.26.38. That's why the algo creates these names. And this is what you get when a price acceleration pivot breaks. We also broke the swing trend pivot at 32.19. This move up to 32.63 is over. Doesn't mean we're not going to go back and retest all-time highs or create all-time highs. It means this particular construct, all of this, I mean, you can pull this back as long as you want. This and this and this are done for now. And, you know, write down how accurate is this? This pivot was placed on the chart an hour and a half pre-open, 31.95.24. That accurate enough? It's amazing. Look, if you haven't tried out our service, we give you a 7-day free trial. Our algo got short a little after 5 a.m. right here at 32.48, was it? 32.48 and change. So it's short from 32.48, and now we're trading 31.95. You have to see our systems work in action. That's why we give you a free trial. It's a 7-day free trial. After that, you build weekly. We don't bill monthly. So if after 2 weeks you don't like it, you got the first week free, you paid for a week, period. We let you cancel at any time. Who does that? If you want to sign up for our next free webinar, go to the website, mercurysignals.com. Right at the top of the page, there's a menu item that says webinars. The next one is tomorrow on the 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern time in the evening. Try and make that one if you can. Don't know how soon the next one is going to be. But all these pivots have descriptive names. I want to show you something else. Hour and a half before the open, And we post this stuff on Twitter. Daily bull bear line for ES, 32.44.53. So you get this move down off the open, and you get a move back up. Where? To the tick, 32.44.53, to the tick. I'll zoom in. It doesn't get any more accurate than that. Then after you break that, or after it went up to that level, then we start coming down and we break this price reflex pivot, so it can't bounce off that. It breaks the trend confirmation pivot at 38.40. It breaks the first acceleration pivot at 36.02. It breaks the tick acceleration pivot at 32.31.93. Then the last one, and as I told subscribers, when you get these deep acceleration pivots, this was the third one of the day. When you get these deep ones, they're not going to break on the first touch. So came down in here in Globex, got this initial bounce back up. I'm sorry, this was before the end. No, that was right at around 4:30 Eastern time. So the beginning of the aftermarket. And then Globex opens and you get this. And down there to the tick, to a pivot that we put on the chart this morning, an hour and a half before it opened. And the Mercury bands that we just released for Globex, how accurate are those? Where are our Globex extension pivots? This was calculated based on RTH close data and available for subscribers at the Globex Open. 3196, 70, what is it, 78? And it's right here on the, it's posted in our Slack channel. It's given to subscribers. There you go. 3196.7. You can't make this stuff up. And I'm not trying to be bold, but if there is a more accurate algorithm anywhere, institutional or otherwise, we'd like to see it. Mark Anthony at mercurysignals.com. I'm not going to tell you how many handles we booked today because we don't believe that that is appropriate. But if you're short and we trade multiple contracts, we take off the positions in thirds. So here you had an entry triggered at 32.48. You take off your first third at any of these pivot levels. You move your stop to even. And then as price comes down into these pivots, you take your profits where you want to take them. So trading a 3-lot from 32.48, and our algo was long into the close. It did not get out on any of these. So that's going to be it for today. We'll have another update in the morning. MercurySignals.com. Please check out our website. At the very least, check out our webinar tomorrow evening at 8. Right now we're running a special 62% off our regular rates. It is not going to be available that much longer. If you have any questions, Mark Anthony at MercurySignals.com. As always, we thank you so much for being here. God bless you. God bless your family. We hope to see you real soon.